There you go. Casa Bonita. That's the wrong one. This is it. There you go. Casa Bonita reopening. We were talking about music, and I was saying how one of the bands I like almost bought Casa Bonita. Like, one of the guys from that band almost bought Casa Bonita from the guys who, instead of the guys from South Park, from the people who owned it before the pandemic. So I am Mecca, and wow, I'm talking about stuff here.
The following video is brought to you through the generous support of viewers like you. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And for those who are in the position to donate, this channel thanks you. And so does this orange cat.
I mean, the Casa Bonita reopening is real, but it might as well be a joke. The South Park creators dumped $40 million into the beloved Colorado restaurant, which is now selectively open, but to what end is still unclear. Now, there's rumors going around that they are not accepting tips, or tipping is not encouraged or discouraged or something, because the wait staff are making $30 an hour. There's other news saying that the wait staff has had to find other jobs, or the staff, not just the wait staff, has had to find other jobs because it's taking so long to reopen. It's been one of those kitchen nightmare shows times 1000. And you want to come down to where exactly? Oh, you want to come on down to where exactly? If the answer is unincorporated Park County, Colorado, an hour or two outside of Denver, great news. 2 guys from around here have been making a TV show about it for 26 years and counting. Related, Casa Bonita is back, sort of. For now, it's a limited soft open period that offers tickets, not reservations, through an email list via the website. People, especially Denverites and media outlets, seem to be very excited about it, despite, or perhaps because of, every aspect of the ongoing saga of the restaurant's reopening have been over the top and paradical. Paradical, I can't say it. Casa Bonita, it's about time to head back to Colorado, maybe. If anybody wants to hook me up with some way to get to Casa Bonita, I will figure out a way to go back. Even though I did leave again. And I'm back in Vegas now, so... Of course. I miss everything. Reopenings have been over the top, and yeah, we already read that. For those just tuning in, the Casa Bonita is the Disneyland of Mexican restaurants, a childhood treasure, adored for its entertainment novelties. Oh yeah, it used to be really cool when you're a kid, and then it's awful. In summer of 2021, help arrived when Trey Parker and Matt Stone bought the restaurant after like I said, there's this battle between the guy who was in the Warlock Pinchers way back in the day, and he was raising money with this group to try and restore it, because he's been there like 300 times. Why is everything connected to everything? Like I always say, why does everything doesn't have to be connected to everything, but everything in the universe is connected to everything in the universe already. Why is everything connected to everything in the universe already? Why am I connected to this? Gee, only people who play Red Rocks might be able to tell you that one, for all we know. I might not be connected to anything at all. I might want that chicken sandwich right now for dinner. I might be completely full of everything. And Casa Bonita, it's such a weird restaurant. The food was always terrible, though. So yeah, the guys from South Park dressed it up. Anyway, one season of an episode about how desperate a character is to go. I can't read this. Why can't I read this? Why can't I not read this? Anyway, one season 7 episode is about how desperate a character is to go to Casa Bonita. Yeah, this Cartman, what do you mean a character? This created some national awareness of what had formerly been a Colorado curiosity. That was weird. You know, I do have a Casa Bonita coin somewhere in my wallet, which I'm not bringing up. I don't even have my phone on me here. In a South Park typical gesture, every twist in this story enhances the absurdity of the ones before it, even if Parker and Stone are sincere about it. What are we ha-haing about? The fervor spurred by the drawn-out and arguably chaotic reopening makes it absurdly clear. In May, Parker and Stone started a publicity blitz of interviews and previews on the Today Show and the New York Times that month without a hard opening date announced. People began traveling to Lakewood, Colorado just in case. Maybe when they got there, Casa Bonita would be open. It wasn't. Some guy parked himself in front of Casa Bonita over Memorial Day weekend, hoping to be the first person to get in. A planned Facebook event, the Great Wait in Line event to eat the first night at Casa Bonita opening night, attracted more than 15,000 responses. The event's discussion is heavy with meme posts about how long it's taking to fully reopen the restaurant, mostly from investigator Jesse Vogel. It could become this big game show type of thing. It could even be turned into a big South Park episode, he told a Denver publication. Westward. Yes, Westward. I can't talk. Now, aside from the nostalgia and the sheen of the pair of Gen X investigators who lost an Oscar to Phil Collins, it's not clear what to expect. Did they lose to Phil Collins? Did Blame Canada lose? Oh, they should have won. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Eh? One of the major points of interest is the new menu. Good. That's good. We need it. Some narrative polish so the attractions actually make actual sense. Otherwise, much of the restoration work is focused on structural or sanitation fixes, with the oft-stated goal being to leave Casa Bonita largely as it was found in the memories of Coloradoans, but improved. Yeah, it just needs a little fresh coat of paint and new carpet. That's all it really, really needed. And, the dead pigeon scraped off the roof and whatever the sludge is underneath the thing. And, oh, yeah, you don't want to eat there. At least then. Now it's probably fine. Aside from nostalgia and the sheen pair of Gen X investors, right? What do they want? Well, we want something good. For example, it took 27 tries to match the original pink exterior paint job. Beyond that, a main takeaway from the 27 tries to get the paint right. Casa Bonita is now... Okay, much of the press around Casa Bonita has about how much money Parker and Stone have spent and reopening the restaurant because they just want it to be really, really good. See, that's just a labor of love. This is the money pit, isn't it? This is more interesting than half the stuff that's coming out of Hollywood right now. To me, anyway. What do you guys think? I want to talk more about this stuff. Per the Times, the price tag has run over the $40 million amount, and the amount is so absurd to spend on a roadside attraction that is essentially a joke. Oh, they'll make it back, though. They'll just have to come out there once in a while and sign autographs or make an appearance, right? I think they'll make it back. I previously theorized that maybe this investment was an attempt to grow the South Park IP in an area where franchises are expected to be bankable in perpetuity, while only a little South Park theming has been reported. Oh, you don't need it to be South Park themed. As long as it's kind of a cool, interesting thing and you make it something that kids are going to remember. It would be like if I went and reopened Showbiz Pizza or something too, It's the exact same type of memory. We had Casa Bonita that I got to go to maybe 3 times as a kid. And it's kind of like Colorado Disneyland. Same thing with Showbiz. I got to go there a lot more because I was a lot closer up there to Showbiz. But so much of that will go to the cost of running the restaurant. Management and bartenders and servers are going to be paid $30 an hour and tipping eliminated. Oh, I've heard that they do accept tips though. So who knows? That's never left often seen as a corrective to the racist and equitable price of gratuity. How about it's just not livable in Denver to make less than $30 an hour. It's not livable here. If you guys like what I do and want to contribute to the $30 an hour cost of living that people really seem to need, I do accept donations if you're in any position to do so. And I accept memberships, sponsorships. What do I accept? I don't know. I have StreamYard's links to bypass all of the super chats altogether. If you don't want to give YouTube anything, Clicking the videos the second they're uploaded help me too, because we're fighting the algorithm. We're fighting the algorithm here. It's us against them, and you don't have to fight. It's okay. Sometimes you can just sit back and enjoy the video too. That's fine. I don't mind. So $14 hourly wage with tips. Let's see, demands. The staff with demands to revert to a 14 and 27 hourly wage with tips alongside healthcare and better communication. According to the Post, the staff claims that Casa Bonita's extended preview period hasn't left them with enough scheduled time to earn a living wage, even at $30 an hour, and there's no clear plan for a full reopening. Well, yeah, I mean, the $30 an hour is great, but if you don't earn it, because the store's closed. And that's where we're at with this stuff. If it manages to ever fully open, Casa Bonita will theoretically be part of a portfolio that includes a $500 million cartoon that produces roughly 2 hours of new content per year, a $900 million streaming deal, and a $750 million Broadway show that continues to make about $1 million a week. That's just on Broadway. It's also established in other cities. If you're adding all this up, the odds are good that the Book of Mormon ticket sales alone will recoup the cost of reopening Casa Bonita. Yeah, but they probably have all their money reinvested in everything and can't even touch it anyway, so they don't pay tax. I don't know how it works. On South Park, the past season, I know, money's tight for everybody. They're doing that on purpose. So here we go with all the South Park. We don't need all this. This is such an unusual thing. So I think this kind of goes into a lot of what I care about, and that's having fun entertainment. And when our fun entertainment is watching what's going on in the news here with like the Casa Bonita South Park restaurant entrepreneurial deal falling and collapsing, it's a reality show that's such a spectacle of it. And when that's better than Indiana Jones that only made $26 million, I mean, our stories are so redundant. There's a reason why we've had reality shows for a while. I love the geek stuff. I love it when Star Trek's great. I love it when South Park's on. And we really need to get back to a society where we can make the good stuff, have the money to spend on the geek stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this, but we're going a little too hippie woo, so I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere.